दिखा दीजिए। और फिर इस चैनल को आप बंद नहीं करेंगे, इसको आप ऑन छोड़ेंगे, मैं यहां से बंद कर दूंगी। ठीक है, चेक 1 2 3 1 2 3।
Hello, check one. Hey, check one. Check one. Check one. 1 2. Check one. Hey, hello. Check. ठीक है. Thank you. This is okay. Pull us down. That's check one. Hey, check one. Check one. Check one. Check one. Check one. Fine, Dada. Just one last track sound. Dada. Track sound once. The first track. Check.
Podium mic on. Sound, can you please switch on the podium mic? चेक 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 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. अब इस लेवल पे आप छोड़ेंगे, इसको बंद करके आप भूल मत जाइए, प्रोग्राम होना है. थैंक यू. I need help from you. We have a section where it is interactive. So why don't we identify a few people who we can at least hand over the drums to? Big please, no. Your fun guys, the guys who are fun. What he does is he hands. No, he will announce. It's part of his set. Who's not in the hall? नहीं मेरे को नहीं, मैं ये कह रही हूँ आप बंदों को आइडेंटिफाई करो एंड टेल अस बिफोर, टेल द गाय आल्सो कि भाई आपने इंटरेक्शन करनी है इनके साथ. आई एम सेइंग जस्ट आइडेंटिफाई. हाउ मेनी डू यू हैव? Six people. Six people who we will call. So when we call, you will send those 6 people up. तो पहले आप उसको पकड़ लो, क्योंकि I don't want some random guys coming up. Audio.
Hello. Check.
Who's on audio, please? ऑडियो पे कौन है? विक्रांत, उनको जगाइए प्लीज. तन्मय का हेडसेट ऑन करिए. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start with our entertainment segment, and we'd like to have on stage now Tanmay Mukherjee, solo percussionist who also plays many, many instruments. Today he's going to be performing just for Iato. So please put your hands together and give him a warm welcome. He's performed all over the world. He's done a lot of work with Bollywood stars, with singers like Sunidhi Chauhan. He also has a YouTube channel of his own where he showcases his talent. So let's hear a loud cheer for Tanmay Mukherjee.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, ma'am, for introducing and for the lovely people over here. So this is the time to begin this event with this lovely world of rhythms. So are you all ready to hear some beats? Yes or no? Can I hear some yes? Whoa, I want this energy from you, all of you. All right. So my name is Tanmay, and I'm going to do a fusion. And there is some interesting surprise in between the performance. In that, I would like to call 3 or 4 people on the stage with me to play drums together. So are you all ready? Yes? All right, so the first track, I'm going to play a fusion of Indian classical and Western music. All right, the people, let's get ready to clap. Come on. I want you to clap with me. Come on. Everyone, can you clap with me? Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Come on, everyone. Clap. Clap. was a noise I want you from all the people. There's a surprise in between the solo. I know there are a lot of rhythm lovers over here. The instrument is all about the rhythms and beats. So can 3 or 4 people can join me on the stage to play the drums with me? Please raise your hand. I would like to request Pratik sir to help in this. And who can join me on the stage to play the drums? I got the hands up in the air. Sir, please be on the stage with me. A round of applause for sir. Please be on the stage with me. Right, are the 4 people? Yes, please come, please come, please come. All right, so this is called the drum circle, which we are going to do today, and the interesting rhythm session with the people over here. So we can have you in front, please. Yeah. Right. So you can hold up the drums in the air like this. Yeah, like this. I'll just help you. Like this way, right? And with the right hand, you will just play the rhythms with me. All right. So you all can come in front, and let's do this together. Ready, everyone? Okay. So just copy me and play the rhythms with me. 1. Everybody to clap with me, please. I need your support. Ready? Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Hit with me. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. One time. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Go. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, everyone. Clap with us. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa! Whoa! 1, 2, go! Very nice. 1, 2, and 1, 2, go! Please round of applause for them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful rhythm sessions with you all. So everyone, thank you. Let's get ready. One, two. Go! One more. Thank you, everyone. That was the rhythms for you all. The fusion of the multi-instruments. These are the instruments called timbales. I just give you a small information about it. This is the Latin drums. This is from Arabic instrument. It's called darbuka. This one is African. It's called congas. And this drums, the beautiful drums. Yes, this Tanmay drums. It's called the djembes. It's again from Africa. And we used to learn rhythms on it and do a multiple sessions with the people like you all. So that was a small information about the instruments and the music. Thank you all the beautiful people for cooperating and be the part of this event. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I request those who are standing in the aisles to please take their seats? All those who are standing in the aisles, may I request you to please take your seats? Ladies and gentlemen, may I request those who are standing in the aisles to please be seated? You're crowding the aisles. We will not be able to get our guests in. Please be seated. Those of you using mobile phones, please ensure that the ringers are off, that they are in the silent mode. Please be seated, ladies and gentlemen. Our guests are about to arrive and you're not leaving any space for them to come in. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder to kindly take your seats. The Honorable Minister for Social Welfare from the UP government is going to be with us any moment. May I request you all to please take your seats. A reminder to kindly keep mobile phones in a silent mode. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody in the house? There are lots of people in the house and not in the house. Good evening, Lucknow. Good evening, Iato. Thank you. On behalf of the Indian Association of Tour Operators, I welcome you all to the 37th Annual Convention taking place in Lucknow over the next 2 days. Iato is India's national apex body of tour operators with a membership of over 1,600 across the country, comprising the nation's inbound tour operators, travel agents, hotel chains, airlines, and other stakeholders in the tourism and hospitality industry. The membership of Iato, ladies and gentlemen, controls over 80 to 90% of all inbound tourism into India. I'd like to request all our esteemed guests to please come up on stage. We have with us the Honorable Minister of Tourism, Government of Odisha, Mr. Ashwini Kumar Patra, the Minister for Social Welfare, Government of Uttar Pradesh, Mr. Asim Arun, the Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, Mr. Arvind Singh, the Principal Secretary and DG Tourism, UP Government, Mr. Mukesh Kumar Meshram, the President of Iato, Mr. Rajiv Mehra, the Senior Vice President of Iato, Mr. E.M. Najib, the Chairman of the Convention, Mr. Ravi Gosai, we've also got other members of Iato, the Honorary Secretary, Mr. Rajneesh Kayasth, Mr. Sunil Mishra, the past President of Iato, Mr. Pranab Sarkar, Mr. Sanjay Razdan, and the Chapter Chair of Iato, Mr. Pratik Hira. So, ladies and gentlemen, Iato is returning to Lucknow after a gap of 26 years. And it is with immense pleasure that Iato and its members return to a city that has greatly improved its urban infrastructure and tourism destinations. The sessions during this convention will focus on reviving inbound tourism, and all the discussions will be around reaching the pre-COVID year targets. So we are pleased to have with us all our guests, and we would like to request them to please join us in lighting the ceremonial lamp. And we'd like to request the President of Iato to please escort all our honorable ministers to please join in the lighting of the ceremonial lamp. The 37th Iato Convention will have a major impact as we are ready to capitalize on the opening up of the industry and waning of the pandemic, and hence timely networking, adapting to strategic ideas emanating from the sessions and presentations will leave the tourism stakeholders, both government and private, to view the roadmap to rejuvenate tourism. So as we light this ceremonial lamp, we hope that a warm welcome goes out to each member of the Iato leadership and the host of distinguished friends from the industry who join us. Thank you very much for that brilliant start. I'd like to now request the President of Iato, Mr. Rajiv Mehra, to please welcome our honored guests by presenting each of them with shawls. First to the Minister of Tourism, Government of Odisha, Shri Ashwini Kumar Patraji. The Minister for Social Welfare, Government of UP, Mr. Asim Arun. The Secretary Tourism, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, Shri Arvind Singh Ji. The Principal Secretary and Director General Tourism, Government of Uttar Pradesh, Shri Mukesh Kumar Meshram. A very, very warm welcome to all of you. May I now request the Vice President Iato and Chairman of the 37th Convention, Mr. Ravi Gosai, to please welcome all our guests, speakers, and delegates.
Shri Ashwini Kumar Patra, Honorable Minister of Tourism, Government of Odisha. Shri Asim Arun, Honorable Minister of Social Welfare, Government of Uttar Pradesh. Shri Arvind Singh, Secretary Tourism, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. Shri Mukesh Kumar Meshram, Principal Secretary and Director General Tourism, Government of Uttar Pradesh. Shri Rajiv Mehra, President Iato. My colleagues, Mr. Sunil and Mr. Pratik, my co-chairman, and stakeholders of tourism across India, members of media, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Iato and the convention chairman, I would like to welcome you all at the 37th annual convention in the historic city of Lucknow. We present our gratitude to Shri Yogi Adityanath Ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, for giving us the encouragement and motivation to organize our convention in the state of Uttar Pradesh, which is at forefront of tourism in India. We present our gratitude to Shri Jaiveer Singh, Minister of Tourism, Shri Durga Shankar Mishra, Chief Secretary, Shri Mukesh Kumar Meshram, Principal Secretary and Director General Tourism, Shri Ashwini Kumar Pandey, and the entire team of UP Tourism for their cooperation and continuous support. Their valuable inputs and guidance were of immense help. We are thankful to Shri Asim Arun, Honorable Minister for Social Welfare, Government of Uttar Pradesh, for gracing the inaugural with his kind presence. Shri Arvind Singh, Secretary Tourism, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. Sir, the patronage of your ministry has always been there for Iato. We are grateful for extending such an unparalleled support to the association. I welcome participating states, the speakers, our cherished members, and the stakeholders of tourism and the media who have come across the country to contribute and add value to this forum and their intellectual input. I would like to mention especially Ladakh and Tripura is coming first time to our convention. So congratulations to them. Thank you. We have received a record-breaking and overwhelming response from our member this convention, and it's great to see you all sitting here, all geared up to take tourism to the new high. In 1991, we had our 7th convention in Agra and 12th convention in 1996 in Lucknow, and the 20th one in Agra in 2004. And we are back to the city of Nawabs after 26 years. The theme of this convention is inbound tourism, what lies ahead. It has been kept viewing the hugely successful vaccination drive led by our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Modi ji, and Minister of Development, Infrastructure and Last Mile Connectivity strengthened by the borders opening up. We will be delighted to hear about them from our policymakers. The well-drafted and thought-provoking business sessions, a special session on Uttar Pradesh and the presentation by participating state governments will strengthen the network and the framework that will be a part in the present scenario to take tourism forward as India has opened up to the world with safety, hygiene and security. We are organizing 5 post-conventional tours. These will usher in the much needed on-site marketing of the destination. It will offer the desired momentum and exposure to the tourism canvas of the state of Uttar Pradesh. Our knowledge-driven valued membership will visit the destinations, analyze them in detail, chalk out winning strategy and its placement before the tourists and tourists from across the world to take tourism to Uttar Pradesh to new heights. There will be a travel mart as well, and it will be of great interest to our members. The Iato run propagating the fitness mantra, networking, luncheons and dinners, and entertainment evenings address business with fun and leisure. As stakeholders of tourism, it has been our endeavor to ensure that this event is organized in the most sustainable way possible. Everyone in the attendance here, each one of us at this moment are ambassadors of our country. There is a common saying that I'm sure all of us were taught at school, unity is strength. The reason I have mentioned this saying is because I believe that we all have to stand together, march together and reinforce the tourism industry in a way that it gleams on the world tourism map. And remember, when our country will flourish, we will thrive as well. I'm confident that 37th annual convention will be thought-provoking and challenge the creative minds of the discerning stakeholders. It will certainly present an all-encouraging, encompassing vehicle strategy that is need of the hour today. We stand to regain our pre-pandemic glory, and yes, this will fructify only with the effective and efficient coordination of all valued stakeholders and policymakers who adorn this convention. I congratulate and welcome you to this convention. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kosai. We now present, ladies and gentlemen, an Iato film that showcases the tourism and travel industry efforts and strategies in gearing up and being future ready. Our destinations are ready, and so is India.
India is not just a beautiful country with endearing people and heartwarming traditions. It is a refined ideology. It is an intoxicating lifestyle. It is probably what magic looks and feels like. It is a miracle that every traveler must live at least once in their lifetime. It is possibly the only country that offers you the most diverse of experiences, all tied firmly together with the string of warm hospitality that we Indians are famous for. Atithi Deva Bhava is a philosophy embedded in our blood, and diversity is entrenched in our spirit. From savoring the grandeur of the past to experiencing the amazing spectacles of nature, from enjoying an adrenaline rush with thrilling adventure activities, to healing with our centuries-old wellness and yoga culture. From celebrating our most colorful and enriching fairs and festivals, to carrying bright memories of enchanting wildlife encounters, there is a lot one can experience only in India. North India is a vibrant dream with intense sights, sounds and smells. The rugged terrain of Leh and Ladakh, the charming monasteries here, colorful flags fluttering in the air, and the prayer wheels waiting to be rotated will cast a spell on you. And so will the splendid valleys, majestic mountains, and the exquisite gardens of Kashmir. Enjoy a shikara ride on the Dal Lake in Kashmir, skiing through the mesmeric snow-covered peaks and walking through the many timeless monuments as the snowflakes fall on you is exactly what travel dreams are made of. Himachal Pradesh and its crowning glory Shimla are equally enthralling. A toy train ride through the winding valleys and a paragliding adventure in beer grilling are once-in-a-lifetime experiences. For the seekers of spirituality, a visit to Varanasi, situated on the banks of the holy river Ganga, is a must. find peace in the soul-soothing chants of the Ganga Aarti. Stroll through any of the 88 ghats and watch a sunrise from a boat on the Ganges. Oh, and the partaking in the famous Mathura and Vrindavan ki Holi is an experience not for the faint-hearted. Sway to the beats of the dhol, get drenched in gulal, and tuck into delicious festive delights. Talking of food, North India's gastronomic delights will leave you awestruck. From gourmet spreads amidst luxurious settings to elaborate Rajasthani thalis and Kashmiri wazwan, you can treat your taste buds to a powerful melange of flavors. Having a royal meal at a Rajasthani palace restaurant and at a desert camp are experiences you can have only here. Not just divine food, the fascinating forts, intricate havelis and centuries-old luxurious heritage resorts will have you fall in love with Rajasthan. Take a romantic boat ride on the Lake Pichola in Udaipur. Dance with the locals on ethnic Rajasthani beats and glide past architectural marvels such as Hawa Mahal while riding on a horse chariot in Jaipur. Add to that the enticing cultural performances with the striking far desert as the background. The musical magic of Manganiyars, camel safari by the sunset, the adventurous activities such as dune bashing, and you have a destination straight out of the Arabian Nights. As magnificent as the palaces of Rajasthan is the Taj Mahal. The pièce de resistance of India, the love story crafted in marvelous white marble. The monument of passion needs no introduction, nor does Agra. Have you even lived if you haven't walked through this mausoleum's ornately carved passageways? But ornate is not limited to the Taj. The colorful and meticulously sculpted South Indian temples and the tranquil churches of Kerala will have you experience the serene, religious side of India. As epic as its temples and churches are Kerala's gorgeous beaches, palm-fringed resorts, sumptuous cuisine, and a reverberating wellness culture. The Ayurvedic treatments here are world famous for their healing powers. Love unexplored vistas? Head to Northeast. The smiling face of nature and people, and rare wildlife encounters such as those with one-horned rhinos will instantly win you over. Can't have enough of offbeat nature escapades? Head to the paradise on earth, Andamans, to say hello to pristine beaches, teeming with emerald green blue waters and colorful corals. Try water activities such as jet skiing and indulgent snorkeling to witness the colorful marine life. For wildlife enthusiasts, the Mount Harriet National Park is a must visit. That's India for you. My India. Your India. Incredibly beautiful. Magical beyond belief. Blissful. Truly.
May I now request the President of Iato, Mr. Rajiv Mehra, to please give the presidential address.
Respected Shri Ashwini Kumar Patra ji, Minister of Tourism, Government of Odisha, Shri Asim Arun, Minister for Social Welfare, Government of Uttar Pradesh, respected Shri Arvind Singh ji, Secretary Tourism, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, respected Shri Mukesh Kumar Mesram ji, Principal Secretary and Director General, Tourism, Government of Uttar Pradesh, my colleagues in the EC, Chapter Chairman, fellow members of Iato, friends and stakeholders from the tourism industries, members of press and media, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lucknow. Iato is extremely grateful to Shri Yogi Adityanath ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, for offering Iato this platform for the annual convention. However, due to another important commitment, the Honorable Chief Minister is not able to join us today, but he has promised to be with us at the valedictory session on 18 December 2022. So we look forward to welcoming him on that day. We have with us Mr. Ashwini Kumar Patra, the Tourism Minister from Odisha, Honorable Sri Asim Arun, Minister of Social Welfare. Tomorrow we'll be joined by Mr. Rajiv Bansal, Secretary Civil Aviation, who is going to address us tomorrow. We are extremely grateful to Shri Arvind Singh Ji, Secretary Tourism, Government of India, for the invaluable support extended by the Ministry of Tourism for this convention and also being here. Let me tell you one thing, and we should give them a big hand. Without the support of Mr. Arvind Singh and the support of respected Shri Mukesh Kumar Mesram Ji, we would not have been here. They have really helped us, and both of them have helped us and gone out of the way, I will say, in organizing and helping us to do it. Thank you very much, sir, for both of you. Thank you very much. Well, in this regard, I would also like to welcome and thank Mr. Rakesh Verma, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, Mr. Ashwini Pandey, Special Secretary, UP Tourism, for his valuable help to us. We have more than 20 participating states this time here, and as Mr. Ravi Gosai mentioned, some of the states have come for the first time. I welcome all those states led by their secretaries or director of tourism to this convention. Well, we are all grateful to the Honorable Prime Minister of India for the unprecedented and global acclaimed vaccination drive that positions India as a safe destination and utmost care for hygiene and security practiced by the stakeholders across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, our members will be able to partake in the spiritual and religious contents of Uttar Pradesh, from Sarnath to Ganga Aarti to Kashi Vishwanath corridor to the breathtaking city of Ayodhya, to the heritage of Varanasi, Lucknow and Agra, and our commitment which we need to be fulfilled to respected Shri Mukesh Kumar Mesram and the Honorable Chief Minister is that we will bring Ayodhya on the map of the internet as one of the destinations. Like we have done for Varanasi today, well, we have no rooms there. Amritsar is same pattern. We will definitely sell this Ayodhya to the people there, and in the coming 2 to 3 years, it will be one of the hot destinations, with Lucknow also getting its share, and this will generate a lot of employment in this area. Well, the new tourism policy will be a very huge impact both in substance and deliverable. Incentives to investors in tourism infrastructure, focus on eco, wildlife, river cruise, Buddhist, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Krishna and Ambedkar circuits, connectivity not only by air, rail, but also good quality highway roads to connect the major tourist destinations. And today we have a number of expressways in Uttar Pradesh. I've been told it's, in entire India, this state has the maximum, and more are being built. That's a great achievement. Kumbh Mela, the iconic event of Uttar Pradesh, will be witnessed by tourists from across the globe in 2025. Connected by Indian Railways' most prestigious train Vande Bharat, connecting Mathura, Prayagraj and Kashi Vishwanath. We request the Honorable Principal Secretary Tourism somehow speak with the railways and get a 2 minutes halt at the Tundla railway station, either way, to help promote tourism both ways. Well, Iato takes immense pride for its membership and policy advocacy that strategized tourism. We were the first to get hit by COVID, and many of our tour operators are still struggling to market India globally and seek viable policy implementations that shall offer the much needed flip to tourism. Well, we are grateful to the Ministries of Tourism, Finance, Commerce, Home, Health and Family Welfare, External Affairs and Civil Aviation and Niti Aayog, for all of whom support tourism in a big way, and the state governments for driving tourism in all its manifestos. And from this platform, I will also like to thank Mr. Arvind Singh, the Foreign Secretary, for getting the e-visa for UK done, which will be a big help to all of us. Yes, give them a big hand. We are all set, and you are. The theme of the 37th convention is inbound tourism. What lies ahead is apt at this junction, and you've heard our convention chairman and Vice President Iato, Mr. Ravi Gosai, on the subject. We are all set, and you are all ready to take the ideas and roadmap that will emerge out of this convention and shall further the success story of Uttar Pradesh tourism, Incredible India, and take it on the global canvas. Let us promise that we will get business for India, especially for the state of Uttar Pradesh, and again to have Ayodhya on the international map. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mehra. I'd like to now request the Principal Secretary and Director General Tourism, Government of Uttar Pradesh, Mr. Mukesh Kumar Meshram, to please address the convention.
Thank you very much. Honorable Minister Tourism Odisha, Honorable Minister Social Welfare Uttar Pradesh, respected Secretary Tourism Government of India, Mr. Rajiv Mehra ji, Chairman Iato, all the office bearers of Iato, all the friends who have come from all over the country, dear delegates, participants, media persons. Our Honorable Chief Minister, he was supposed to inaugurate this convention, but because of some emergent event which is being organized at Varanasi, he had to leave for Varanasi, and our Honorable Tourism Minister, he is out of India to Japan. So on behalf of the Government of India, Mr. Asim Arun, before joining politics, he was IPS officer in the service, ADG Kanpur, and then he has joined this cadre of the ministers. So I welcome all of you. इस मौके पर हिंदुस्तान के कोने कोने से आए हुए सभी अजीम शख्सियतों और दानिश्वर का मैं कसरे दिल से इस्तकबाल करता हूं. दैट इज लखनवी अंदाज. लखनवी अंदाज ऑफ वेलकमिंग. लखनऊ शहर है नफासत का, नजाकत का, मेहमान नवाजी का, और यहाँ पर हम पहले आप कहने में माहिर हैं. वो इसलिए कि मैं लखनऊ का जो यहाँ की जो उर्दू है, खालिश उर्दू, वो अपने को कितना हम्बल बनाता है, उसकी एक मिसाल देता हूं कि जब हम किसी के घर जाते हैं तो हम उसे कहते हैं आपके दौलत खाने में हमें आना है, लेकिन जब बुलाया जाता है तो हम कहते हैं हमारे गरीब खाने में आइए, गरीब खाने में तशरीफ लाइए. सो दैट इज लखनऊ. और आप इसको अगले 3 दिनों में पूरी तरीके से महसूस करेंगे. यहाँ की इस मेहमान नवाजी को, और मुझे लगता है कि यहाँ का अवधी कुजिन, you will certainly cherish Awadhi cuisine of Lucknow because it is very famous. So Uttar Pradesh is fast emerging as an internationally and domestically known and popular tourism destination, and after 26 years Lucknow has bagged this occasion to host this event. The state has 3 UNESCO World Heritage Monuments, namely Taj Mahal, Fatehpur Sikri and Agra Fort, besides several ancient religious heritage and tourism sites of international importance such as Ayodhya, Varanasi, Sarnath, Sufi sites such as Deva Sharif, Fatehpur Sikri, Mathura, Vrindavan. Why I am mentioning this? Because who is the biggest tourist on the world? सबसे बड़ा घुमक्कड़ कौन है? वो है माइंड, मन। अभी आप यहां बैठे हुए हैं, पता नहीं कहां कहां घूम के आ गया और घूम रहा है वो। वाई? इसीलिए हर टूरिस्ट प्लेस को हम क्या कहते हैं? मनोरम। जहां मन रमण करे, जहां मन घूमे, दैट इज मनोरम। रमणीय, ब्यूटीफुल, जो रमण योग्य हो, घूमने लायक हो, so that is tourism. If you can like any destination, any place by your mind, then only it becomes biggest tourist destination. ये है रमण जब करता है तो all your 5 faculties, all your 5 senses gets energized. They are all tangled with the surrounding, the environment, the atmosphere. So that becomes nice destination. घूमने के लिए सब कुछ आप, लेकिन उत्तर प्रदेश में यू गेट सोलेस। मन को फिर शांत करना भी जरूरी है, फिर वो आपके नई एनर्जी, पॉजिटिव एनर्जी की तरफ लेकर के जाता है। सो दैट इज वाई it is the biggest spiritual tourism destination, and that is why I have mentioned we have developed Kashi Vishwanath in a big way. Earlier we used to get 1 million tourists per month visiting Kashi Vishwanath. Now we are on an average 4 million tourists visiting Kashi Vishwanath per month. And sometimes, like in the month of July, Shravan ke mahine mein, we received 62 lakhs, 6.2 lakhs tourists. So that is how once you develop tourism and once you basically develop infrastructure for tourists, and then for getting spirituality, the solace, the calmness, everything is available. तो इसलिए कहा जाता है उत्तर प्रदेश जिंदगी के सारे सवालों का जवाब देता है, हर प्रश्न का उत्तर देता है। बिकॉज देर आर 6 मेजर डेस्टिनेशंस ऑफ बुद्धिस्ट टूरिज्म इन उत्तर प्रदेश। बुद्धा डिलीवर्ड हिज सरमन एट सारनाथ, फर्स्ट सरमन एट सारनाथ। वहीं से सारे सवालों के जवाब मिलने चालू हुए। 4 आर्य सत्य जिनको हम कहते हैं, और ये 4 आर्य सत्य सारनाथ से प्रारंभ होकर के पूरे दुनिया में फैल गए। सो आवर कैच फ्रेज इज यूपी नहीं देखा तो इंडिया नहीं देखा। जिसने यूपी नहीं देखा आज तक, उसने अभी इंडिया नहीं देखा है। तो इसलिए हमने आपको यहां बुलाया है कि आप यूपी में आइए। इमीडिएटली आफ्टर दिस कन्वेंशन यू विल गेट एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू विजिट डिफरेंट टूरिस्ट साइट्स। हमारे यहां पे फैम टूर्स ऑर्गेनाइज होगा एंड वी विल टेक यू अराउंड टू विजिट वेरियस साइट्स एज पर योर चॉइस। और अगर आपको लगता है कि इस बार आपका मन नहीं भरा, तो मन भावन मनोरम जगह और भी है, अगली बार और आइए। जब आप कहेंगे कि और तब ये उत्तर प्रदेश एक बड़ा टूरिज्म डेस्टिनेशन बनने जा रहा है इन कमिंग ईयर्स। सो 2025 we will be hosting Mahakumbh. After 144 years, Mahakumbh आता है. और in 2025, we are expecting 40 crore visitors to visit Mahakumbh. So that is the potential of Uttar Pradesh. And our vision is based on transforming Uttar Pradesh into a global and responsible tourism destination, while ensuring best visitor experiences along with ample opportunities and economic prosperity for all. हमने the guiding principles of our roadmap for the next 5 years is based on the 7S: सूचना, awareness; स्वागत, welcome; सुविधा, amenities; सुरक्षा, safety; स्वच्छता, cleanliness; संरचना, infrastructure; and sahyog, support. So with these 7S principles, we will certainly make it a global tourist destination. And recently, the Department of Tourism has come up with a new tourism policy, 2022. It's very attractive policy, very lucrative policy, and it can accommodate all kind of amenities, all kind of stakeholders. अगर even tour travel operators भी कहता है कि I have to participate in some international conventions or travel marts, we will provide financial support. For national conventions, we will provide financial support. If he is to develop certain kind of interventions, IT interventions, website तैयार करना है साहब हमको एक बढ़िया, on the basis of AR, VR. आज का IT एक नया युग है, so on the basis of that हम उनको इक्विपमेंट देंगे, हम उनको आईटी इंटरवेंशन के लिए भी सपोर्ट देने तैयार है. बस आप केवल एक ही उसमें शर्त होगी, यूपी को आप हाईलाइट करिए एंड जस्ट मेक यूपी एज एन अट्रैक्टिव डेस्टिनेशन. सो द की हाइलाइट्स ऑफ some key highlights of our tourism policy, they are even proposal for film subsidy. In addition to what state government is providing, we will provide 2% additional subsidy to any film if they are shooting at tourism sites. जैसे होता है ना, सामने एक सॉन्ग फिल्माया जा रहा है, पीछे हमारे, there are so many waterfalls in Vindhya region, there are so many eco tourism destinations in foothill Himalayas, Lakhimpur Kheri, Dudhwa, Katarnia Ghat, सोहगी बरवा, सुहेलवा, लेसर नोन प्लेसेस. लेकिन हम तो बस बाहरी दुनिया में कई बार टैग लग जाता है तो उसी को ही देते हैं. आई विल मेंशन अबाउट द ओल्डेस्ट फॉसिल पार्क विच इज अवेलेबल इन उत्तर प्रदेश. हम अभी तक ये कहते हैं कि 50 मिलियन ईयर्स ओल्ड फॉसिल पार्क इज लोकेटेड इन यूएस. इन उत्तर प्रदेश देयर इज फॉसिल पार्क सलखन which is 1.4 billion years old, lesser known place. लोगों को नहीं पता. लेकिन अगर इन सब चीजों को हम लोग हाईलाइट करें तो वो अपना मार्केटिंग 50 मिलियन से कर रहा है, हम 1.4 बिलियन वाले यहां हैं. बस छिपे हुए हीरे हैं, इनको तराश तराश करके निकालना है. एंड सारे जितने टूर ट्रेवल ऑपरेटर्स हैं उनकी मदद चाहिए, और आप सब लोगों के मदद के बिना हम लोग आगे नहीं बढ़ पाएंगे. दैट इज वाई वंस अगेन वेलकम यू ऑल टू लखनऊ, टू उत्तर प्रदेश. आप लोग एंजॉय करिए इन 3 दिनों में. और ऑन 18th आवर ऑनरेबल सीएम विल ज्वाइन अस एट वैलिडिक्ट्री फंक्शन. सो उनके हाथों कुछ अवार्ड्स भी दिए जाएंगे जो आयोटा विल डिसाइड अबाउट दैट, और उनको आप सुनिएगा. ही स्पीक्स फ्रॉम द बॉटम ऑफ हिज हार्ट, और उनके अंदर का जो ऊर्जा का ज्वार है वो आप स्वयं देखिएगा. एंड ही इज सो फॉन्ड ऑफ टूरिज्म, पर्टिकुलरली अबाउट डेवलपिंग उत्तर प्रदेश एज टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशन. थैंक यू वेरी मच. थैंक यू.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mukesh Kumar Meshramji. And after listening to you, sir, I think it is appropriate that we should now share with our audience a film on tourism in the state of Uttar Pradesh.
cradle of nature, the center of art and architecture, the canvas of history, and now a realm of opportunity. Welcome to the land of unlimited possibilities. Welcome to Uttar Pradesh. Under the new tourism policy undertaken by the state government, UP is gearing up to host the New Age tourist with innovative programs and products like ecotourism that focuses on an environmentally conscious way to travel, adventure tourism for the thrill seekers, heritage properties which celebrates the history, architecture and heritage of this great state, rural tourism for those who seek a rustic, simple escape, and Yuva tourism for the young in age and at heart. Starting from 2022, the program intends to revolutionize tourism in the state within the next 5 years. The UP government has helped widen the scope of tourism in the state by introducing new categories. These categories have been created based on their intrinsic nature and thereby help the government direct efforts towards them more precisely. The UP government has also created thematic sectors for tourism activities. The state has also created mega circuits that curate customized experiences based on themes and relevance to the location. Under the new tourism policy enacted, various incentives, subsidies and concessions have been formulated. These include special incentives for heritage hotels, where a 25% subsidy on capital cost will be offered, a 5% subsidy for a period of 5 years on a bank loan up to INR 5 crores, a 100% exemption on stamp duty and land use conversion, and the provision of both capital and interest subsidy, a capital investment subsidy, one of the highlights of which is a 5% subsidy to women entrepreneurs, along with incentives provided within 20 kilometers of the sites in the circuits and at unserved destinations, an additional 5% subsidy for new tourism units in unserved and focused tourism destinations, land purchased included in ECI. PPP projects can also avail incentives under this program. Along with that, interest subsidy of 5% for a period of 5 years on a bank loan up to INR 5 crores is provided, and the unit can apply for either capital or interest subsidy. A 100% exemption of stamp duty for the first transaction. 100% waiver on all tourism units for land conversion and development charges. For the revival of scarce art and culture, INR 5 lakhs will be granted to an individual or group involved in art revival. For infrastructure development, a 10% capital subsidy on ECI for procurement of e-vehicles, and a 20% reimbursement of road tax for 2 years on purchase of tour buses will be provided, along with many other subsidies, incentives and concessions. The aim is to create holistic development that allows the business of tourism to flourish and its benefits to reach across gender and demographics across varied locations. With this program, budget hotels, wellness centers, ecotourism stays, resorts, and theme parks, along with other tourism units, stand to benefit in a big way. And this has resulted in many success stories.
We have not only benefited in terms of facilitation, branding, marketing, global outreach, but we have also been a beneficiary of a capital subsidy grant, which is being offered to all new heritage properties being set up in the state of Uttar Pradesh. And very efficiently and successfully So we've been facilitated by the UP Tourism Department.
The state of UP has not only streamlined the process of investment, but also created the right environment for tourism to develop and thrive in the state. With a brand new marketing campaign underway, the policy is helping tourism in the state gain more and more momentum. The word is spreading across the world and the nation. UP nahi dekha, to India nahi dekha. Come and see it yourself. To know more, get in touch now.
I'd like to now request the Secretary Tourism, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, Shri Arvind Singh, to please share his thoughts.
Shri Ashwini Patra ji, Honorable Minister, Tourism of Odisha, Shri Asim Arun ji, Honorable Minister for Social Welfare, Government of UP, and the representative of the Government of UP at this event, my colleague Shri Mukesh Meshram, Principal Secretary UP, Shri Rajiv Mehra ji, the President of Iato, all his EC members and office bearers, my colleague from the Ministry, Rakesh Kumar Verma, Additional Secretary, Secretaries and DGs of tourism from other states, members of Iato, respected ladies and gentlemen. I would like to first of all congratulate the organizers of the Iato who have organized a seamless convention in this beautiful city of Lucknow. And it is indeed a matter of pride for us that the Indian Association of Tour Operators aims to promote travel and tourism within India, and its members have come out in such large numbers to this city, and which represents the capital of the one of the most populous states of the country, Uttar Pradesh. So what I will do today is, first of all, we'll take stock of the situation, talk about the Government of India policies, and I would like to conclude by talking about the potential that the G20 presidency offers in this year, 2023, to us, and of course, thank the UP government for the role that they played in this organizing this event. Many of you within Iato would know that the president was in a state of fix because he was being made to run around by several states and possible hosts. And UP really came to the, took the bait, and they knew that the event had not happened here for some time. So I thank Mukesh Meshram and the state government of UP for coming forward, supporting Iato, and because of their efforts, this convention is taking place today. So thank you. So ladies and gentlemen, we know that tourism is a key contributor to economic activity. In fact, one of my first messages to me when I joined as Secretary of Tourism from seniors in the Prime Minister's office and the Cabinet Secretariat, because that time the country was reeling with the COVID pandemic, was that the Government of India sees tourism as one of the sectors which can bounce back and get jobs and economic opportunities back in the country. We know that tourism creates special opportunities, especially for women and youth, contributes to socio-economic development, and plays a role in building bridges between societies and benefits visitors as well as local communities. It, of course, stimulates sustainable and diversified development in rural areas. We know that the sector was greatly impacted due to the pandemic in our country. The government, the civil society, the industry, all of us had to work hard in partnership to revive and try and get it back to pre-COVID levels at the earliest. We saw that this is a sector with great resilience, and as in the past, it has bounced back from various adversities and crises. I will agree with what Mukesh Meshram said with the high number of visitors in Varanasi. I visited Varanasi last week to attend the Kashi Tamil Sangam, where the Honorable Chief Minister has gone today. And there was a movie shooting going on in Varanasi. The streets were full, no hotel rooms were available, and the local guides were telling me that the earlier dependence on international tourists for business and employment is not required at all, because the domestic tourist numbers have gone up so well that most of the guides who were dependent on travel of international tourists. Another pointer which Mukesh should look into is the fact that international tourists are not able to come because there's just not enough hotel rooms in Varanasi. So obviously there is a need now to expand the capacity infrastructure given the large influx, and that's thanks largely to the efforts done by the UP government and of course to the Member of Parliament from Varanasi, under whose leadership we saw a very successful vaccination program. 2.2 billion doses have been administered in India. We have showcased India as a safe tourist destination and which is resilient to the threat posed by the pandemic. Recently, ladies and gentlemen, we saw that our Prime Minister, along with the Secretary General of the UN, launched Mission Life at the Statue of Unity, Ekta Nagar in Kevadia. And it is an idea that has been championed by our Prime Minister. And the Mission Life is expected to be an India-led global mass movement that nudges individual and collective action to protect and preserve the environment. The Life mission has a lot of relevance for travel and tourism and needs to be embraced in full. So we all the stakeholders present here, can contribute to Mission Life by adopting responsible tourism practices. Friends, tourism and hospitality industry requires hand-holding by the government, especially in times of crisis. And the COVID-19 pandemic was a time of crisis where we worked together to support the industry. Recognizing that revival will largely depend on the domestic tourism, we launched the domestic campaign called Dekho Apna Desh. More than 150 webinars have been done, and this has helped generate interest among stakeholders. There were other initiatives, such as Sati, the Nidhi portal, and all of these have helped create confidence about our ability to deliver during the COVID. Our key emphasis going ahead will be on sustainability, shift to renewable resources, job creation, encouraging green and sustainable tourism practices for accelerating the process of recovery. And in order to promote tourism for the future, we will encourage measures which can shape a more resilient, sustainable and inclusive tourism sector. This will accelerate its recovery and development on sustainable lines. Post-pandemic, besides promoting the usual destinations, the Ministry of Tourism would have greater focus on sustainable and responsible tourism. The focus would be on promoting offbeat destinations and places which naturally promote social distancing, such as nature and ecotourism, wildlife, wellness retreats, mountaineering and trekking, and of course, India's gift to the world, yoga. You're aware of the various activities that we have done. I need not elaborate on them. The improvement in the MDA guidelines to encourage tourism to the northeast and to Jammu and Kashmir, the revision of the financial assistance, the attempts that the Government of India has made to improve connectivity. The mention was made of the expressways. We are aware of the strides that we have made. The number of highways that are being built are highest than ever we have witnessed in our times. In fact, one of the Iato members who traveled with me from the airport says that he has seen in his own life, and all of us are experiencing, the changes that we are seeing in infrastructure. It's not only in roads, we are also seeing, and highways, we are seeing it in other areas such as airports. The number of airports that have come up in the country in the last few years are exactly, are a very large number in multiples. The Udan service, my earlier job was as chairman of the Airports Authority of India. And pre-COVID, what we were witnessing was the highest percentage of passenger traffic growth was in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. The Delhi-Bombay sector, which used to be the most busy sector, was not the sector witnessing growth. Growth was in, airports such as Ranchi, Bhubaneswar, Bagdogra, Guwahati, and all these airports were showing above 25% growth. Raipur was showing 29% growth. And this was caused mainly due to A, expansion of airport infrastructure, and of course, the connectivity provided by the low-cost airlines who have now gone and penetrated and gone into these regions. Domestic travel is now coming back, and I'm sure we'll see this pattern once domestic travel reaches its pre-COVID levels. We have also supported the Udan scheme, and several routes, 46 tourism routes, viability gap funding has been given by us, by the Ministry of Tourism, and we will continue to support this because this is a scheme that has gained attraction and it has helped to provide connectivity and access to remote areas, to smaller airports and airports which were never heard of. Some names you would have not heard of, they've come on the aviation map of India. An airport like Belgaum started becoming the second most busy airport in Karnataka after Bangalore. It was giving competition to Mangalore. An airport such as Jaipur or Jharsuguda in Odisha has taken off. Darbhanga, which was started in Bihar, has taken off and all flights going. Initially there were 3 flights going under Udan. Now there are 8 flights and all of them chock-a-block full. So there are several examples like that which shows that connectivity is improving and people are using these facilities. I would also like to mention the draft National Tourism Policy, which we have consulted with Iato and industry sectors, and in which we are at the final stages of consultation within government. And we want to focus on green growth and sustainable development in that, the penetration of digital initiatives in tourism, because while we are seeing India grow by leaps and bounds in digital penetration in other sectors, for instance in finance, in banking, the Jan Dhan Yojana or the UPI apps, they have taken digital tools to everyone in the country. But our penetration in tourism is not so much, and that is one of the areas where we rank low in our global rankings. Destination management is another challenge. Of course, when we are growing, we need skill. We need to skill the population that will come up in these sectors. So skill development and the role of MSMEs, who make up the majority of the backbone of the industry in this sector. The presidency of the G20 that we have started this year from the 1st of December offers us a great opportunity to showcase our country. More than 200 meetings will be held in 55 destinations, and already 2 meetings have been held. The first one was the kickoff meeting, which was the Sherpas meeting at Udaipur. The second one is Mumbai. Another meeting is going on, it probably starts today at Bangalore. And in the tourism track, we'll be holding 4 working group meetings and a ministerial meeting, and we'll try and spread them across the length and breadth of the country. But there will be tours which will be organized, and so this is an opportunity where I'm sure most of you would be involved. But these 55 destinations can then be taken up to the next level once the G20 gets over and the summit is held in India, to be projected across the world, because the world leaders of these very important countries would have come to these places. So I think we should all gear up to use the opportunity that is being thrown up by the G20 to project our country to the rest of the world. To conclude, I would thank the UP government once again. We in the ministry have often been talking about, my colleague Rakesh and I, whenever we are sitting down to review the implementation of the Government of India programs, we find that UP is one of the states which is leading, and excellent work which is being done in schemes that we are doing with them. And I'm sure that the efforts that they have done in the field of spiritual tourism, which we saw in the last Kumbh, we saw in the efforts at Varanasi, the efforts at Ayodhya, at Vrindavan, Mathura, will definitely yield results. And in my personal interaction with the Honorable CM, Shri Yoginath Adityanath ji, when he became Chief Minister, I noticed 2 things. One was his passion for spiritual tourism, and there was a very strong passion and commitment to develop Uttar Pradesh as a major spiritual and religious tourism site. And the second was his awareness about the power or the potential of tourism to generate employment at the local level. And he told me that he believes that if there is one activity that can really generate employment at the local level and empower communities, is tourism. So he is definitely a state leader who believes in the usefulness of tourism and how to revive spiritual tourism in UP. And I'm sure when he comes here and works, speaks to you in his valedictory address, he'll share his thoughts with you. All of you present here, you are a very important part of India's inbound as well as domestic tourism sector, and as it was mentioned, control a significant portion of India's inbound. Whenever I meet people, socially, all of them tell me, oh, India has so much tourism potential. We are not doing enough. Our infrastructure is not good. Our marketing is not good. We have 40 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. but we are not doing, able to get the numbers that some other countries get to do. So I think this is the occasion when all of us should resolve, and I'm sure all those sitting here, in the next 2-3 days that you hear, you deliberate, you work out strategies. And I urge you all, and I'm sure that you can work to realize India's tourism potential. And of course, when you realize India's tourism potential, you have to realize the tourism potential that UP has to offer, who are the hosts of this convention. And I'm sure with this motto, if you deliberate on the next 2-3 days, how to realize UP's tourism potential and how to realize India's tourism potential, I think the convention would have served its purpose. With these words, I thank you for listening patiently to me and thank the organizers for organizing this event and inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Secretary Arvind Singh. I'd like to now invite the Minister for Social Welfare, Government of Uttar Pradesh, Mr. Asim Arun, to please address the gathering.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my proud privilege to be here on this occasion, the 37th Iato conference. I would love to welcome you to Lucknow, welcome you to Uttar Pradesh, and thank Iato for organizing this event and giving Lucknow and the state of UP the privilege of hosting you and having you over in Lucknow. Thank you very much from UP government side. Welcome to Lucknow, all of you. I would also like to welcome Shri Ashwini Kumar Patra ji, Tourism Minister of Odisha, as the new ad declares. I saw this very beautiful ad 2 days ago at Delhi Airport, sir. Congratulations for designing the beautiful ad and delivering it so beautifully. Shri Arvind Singh ji, Secretary Tourism, Government of India. A great set of wonderful ideas came from him. I'm sure we'll be working on that. Shri Mukesh Meshram ji, our Principal Secretary Tourism, very dynamic, full of ideas, full of energy, and his energy and his Minister Shri Jaivir Singh ji's vision are coming together, giving great results to UP. Rajiv Mehra ji, big congratulations to you too for bringing Iato conference to Lucknow, and I'm sure it will be a very fruitful one, and we will all enjoy here. Rajiv ji, Sunil ji, and all the friends here. Rini ji, very warm welcome to you too. Please excuse UP government, please excuse Honorable Shri Yogi Adityanath ji for not being able to make it today to this conference because of commitments related to tourism at Kashi, at the Kashi Tamil Sangamam. I am here to represent the government. I am not an expert in tourism, nor is my ministry related to tourism, but as someone who has experience of government, I would like to share some of my ideas. First of all, I understand tourism is a very fragile sector. It is the first one to get hit by a recession, and there was no bigger recession than what COVID induced for us. The travel sector, the entire tourism sector was hit very badly, but at the same time, when the time came back to bounce back, the bounce back has been really spectacular. And what is bad news to most of us, the crowds at the airports in the last few weeks, is I'm sure good news to all the members here, because these crowds indicate that people are moving more. Of course, we have to organize it better. We have to end the crowds, we have to generate more capacity, or we have to distribute our flight schedules, travel schedules, so that such a problem doesn't happen. UP has made a lot of efforts to improve our processes, our abilities. Kashi is the biggest example. Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has put in a lot of his ideas, his vision, and things have changed on the ground. Right from the core where the temple is, a beautiful corridor has been built, and if you look at the entire city, the airport, everything has become better. As a result, as Honorable Secretary GOI just mentioned, that Varanasi is not so dependent on foreign tourists as it used to be. So we have a very steady influx of local tourists, which is a very happy thing. And I can relate a matter of personal experience of the last Kumbh at Prayagraj. I was in the police then, so I was deployed there for duties. And I realized something very interesting. A lot of my friends, colleagues, relatives would ask me to make arrangements for their stay at Kumbh, which I would. And every guest who came, very soon, in a matter of 3-4 days, would send 5 or 6 more families to Kumbh. Because that's what tourism is. I mean, the biggest ad is a satisfied customer. So in this case, I think it was the first time a request from people started coming that can we extend the number of days of the Kumbh. Obviously, that's not possible because it's a ritual. It's dependent on a certain tithi, the dates. But it happened as if it was a fair of a normal kind, and people were actually asking for an extension. So the experience has been great. The planning was great, and the execution was also flawless. We are trying to make it even better, take it to greater heights. We have more experience now of how to scale up the operations. I'm sure tour operators like yourselves have more experience now. So it's time to look at the Kumbh experience, make it suitable for all kinds of budgets, which we did last year, but I'm sure this year we can do more. We have time, we'll do it. A great opportunity for tourism also lies in and around Gautam Budh Nagar. Not the usual kind, but the business tourism. As the airport comes up, which will also have a major cargo hub. Close to the airport is the intersection of the north, south and east-west freight corridors, the rail corridors. So you see, already a lot of businesses have come up. I'm sure a lot of business travel will happen around Gautam Budh Nagar, Noida in times to come. So that's one area which is a huge opportunity and we should focus there. Somebody mentioned Ayodhya. Of course, as the beautiful and for future, the historical temple comes up, the international airport is also coming up, a number of other facilities are also coming up. So we have to gear up for that so that we give a great experience to everyone coming there. But before we do that, I want to share a thought with you. I represent a constituency which is very close to Lucknow. It's called Kannauj, so just 2 hours away from there. I have an understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, that if we are able to encourage short distance travel, weekend tourism, so we are able to generate new spots and some of them may become very attractive and they may attract people from far away or abroad. For example, there's a bird sanctuary in my constituency called Lakh Bahosi Bird Sanctuary. So there's no tourism at all here. Mukesh and I are exploring a eco-tourism opportunity which we can execute in Kannauj, Lakh Bahosi. But naturally it will have to be a PPP venture in which the government is providing the framework, private operators are pitching in, and not just one operator but number of operators coming together to deliver a new destination. I know it's a challenge, I know it's a planning challenge, but it can be done, and the better we learn to do this, the quicker we learn to do this, I'm sure we'll become better. I'm so delighted. I was just glancing through the policy which the tourism department has issued. In fact, even before the last policy expired, the tourism department is ready with the next policy. That is the kind of efficiency we are achieving in the state. I must laud your efforts, Mukeshji, and the entire ministry, and at the same time invite all of our tour operators to use this. The policy basically is more about systematic handling of things. We have to become better at problem solving by system building. And if I may share one very small experience of mine, a very small success story as well. I used to be police chief of Agra district about 10 years ago. So we created a tourism police station and operated some patrol cars, trained some of our staff, particularly lady constables, on how to deal with tourists, how to provide the facilities. It was a good experiment, turned out well. So now we have a tourism police in Lucknow, another one in Kashi, another one in Mathura. So these are small systems which have to come in place, and I'm sure we will move forward. There's one gap which I notice, and I would request the ministry to work on that, the tour operators also to work on that. If I look at two very important destinations of UP, Agra and Kashi, I have not noticed even one very systematic and affordable walk tour, something which is a primary tool to engage the tourists, to give them a good experience. In Lucknow, I don't notice even one. There are some which you can book online, but they're very expensive. They charge about 1,500 rupees per person or like that. So why is it not happening? That's a question for all of us. And how to make it happen is the answer which I'm sure all the citizens and I'm looking for. I'm sure it will not be difficult, but we need to work on such solutions and give a very pleasant experience to the tourists. And as I said, tourism is not about ads, tourism is about satisfied customers. More satisfied our customers are, more people come back to us. So I hope we'll work on this direction. And before I finish, I must thank our friends at Centrum, this beautiful hotel which has come up recently. We're very proud of this. It has a great convention center. Very frequently in use, that's also a great thing. So I will stop here, and by welcoming you, all of you again to Lucknow and UP, I'm sure the deliberation in the next 2 days will be very fruitful. I hope your enjoy will be very enjoyable. Have a great time. And I'm sure when you meet Honorable CM Shri Yogi Adityanath ji at the valedictory session, he will address a lot of policy issues. And again, a very warm welcome to all of you. Have a great time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Arunji. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to just request those who are standing at the rear of the hall, may I
Good evening, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. It is an opportunity to attend this function to me. This is 37th IATO. It's celebrated in Lucknow. Dais who are sitting here, Honorable Minister, Tourism, Lucknow, and government, UP government, other dignitaries from Government of India officials, and IATO organizers sitting with us, electronics and print media brothers. I am indeed delighted to attend this function and be here among travel and tourism industry leaders, hospitality professionals, travel, trade, media and other stakeholders of the travel and tourism sector at the 37th edition of annual IATO convention. Odisha's diverse geography hides immense tourism potential, keeping in line with the vision of Honorable Chief Minister Odisha, Sri Naveen Patnaik ji. Department of Tourism has been steadily developing many tourism products to match global standards since the past few years. As many of you know, that Odisha is hosting the FIH Hockey Men's World Cup in January. We are expecting a lot of international as well as domestic tourism tourists to visit our state. At the same time, we are also hosting the 4th edition of Eco Retreat, a seasonal glamping event that provides nice lifestyle experience at exotic locations in Odisha such as beaches, wildlife sanctuaries, rivers, hills, stations, etc. This brings an opportunity to reveal India's best kept secret to the world. And you know, the fraternity of tour operators and travel agents play a central role in showing the best of what Odisha has to offer in the world. Through this mega event, we will showcase Odisha's many tourism products and offerings which will help in promoting, encouraging and assisting in developing India's tourism industry. I thank you for putting your precious time in understanding Odisha's tourism portfolio. I am sure your participation in this event will enable many business opportunities and offer excellent tourist destinations and experiences for the travel community. With this, I welcome you all to explore Odisha and become our tourism ambassadors for the world. But last but not the least, our director has come here, so Mr. Sachin R. Jadhav. He will explain everything about the tourism potentiality destinations in our state. And the 4 days program he will attend here and he will explain everything that you know what is Odisha. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Minister Patraji. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present the Iato Hall of Fame Awards. Every year, you know that the Indian Association of Tour Operators selects one or more persons who have made enormous contributions to the industry. These are individuals who have helped to shape our sector as a vibrant contributor to our economy through their simple actions on the ground. Individuals whose leadership, acumen, and success draws admiration and respect among their peers and from those who have worked and trained under them. Among our past winners are stalwarts of the industry, leading lights who have worked to promote tourism, legendary names like Rai Bahadur M.S. Oberoi, Sir Edmund Hillary, Pandit Ravi Shankar, Maharaj Gaj Singh, Dr. Muhammad Ali, Mr. Rajveer Singh Ji Dundlod, Mr. R.H. Khwaja, Mr. Parvez Diwan, Mr. Suresh Periwal, Mr. J.K. Mohanty, Mr. Ajit Bajaj, Mr. P. Keshwani, Mr. Subhash Goyal, and Mr. Mahendra Singh Waghela. Our first recipient of the Iato Hall of Fame Award today is a well-known personality in the tourism industry. Mr. Sunil Gupta has 3 passions in life: travel, family, and gardening. He is an MBA gold medalist and has had his first tryst with travel agents and travelers while running his family hotel. In 1979, he started his firm, Travel Bureau, as a shared office and with 1 office boy as his staff. Over 4 decades, under his meticulous leadership, Travel Bureau has grown to having offices in 9 cities across 4 states. serving over 1.5 million foreign tourists. Today it is ranked among top traveler choices. Mr. Gupta was president of the Tourism Guild of Agra and has been diligently serving Iato members for over 42 years. Behind this simple man is an illustrious list of notable awards and honors. Drawing from his extensive travels within and abroad, Travel Bureau today offers a wide range of experiential products such as walking tours, food tours, Bollywood dancing, popular festival celebrations, and much more. In recognition of his tireless service and immense contribution to the tourism industry, the Indian Association of Tour Operators is honored to present the Hall of Fame Award to Mr. Sunil Gupta at the 37th Iato Annual Convention. On behalf of the entire industry and Iato community, I'd like to request the Honourable Ministers, the Minister of Tourism of Odisha, Mr. Ashwini Kumar Patra, and the Minister for Social Welfare, Uttar Pradesh, Mr. Asim Arun, to please bestow on Sunil Gupta the Iato Hall of Fame Award for 2022. Congratulations. Mr. Gupta, may I request you to please say a few words in acceptance.
Honorable Minister of Tourism, Shri Ashwini Kumar Patra ji, Honorable Minister Shri Asim Arun ji, respected Shri Arvind Singh ji, respected Shri Mukesh Meshram ji, President Shri Rajiv Mehra ji, dignitaries on the dais, respected Iato members, dear delegates and friends. My heartfelt gratitude to Iato EC for this prestigious honor. I am deeply humbled. It has been my privilege to serve Iato members for over 42 years, and this recognition is overwhelming. I hope to continue serving with renewed vigor and collaborate with all the stakeholders to help tourism grow in its true potential. I would like to thank Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, and the state tourism boards, especially MP, UP, Bihar, and West Bengal, where we operate. When I started Travel Bureau in 1979, I would have never ever imagined that I would stand here in front of the biggest luminaries of the travel industry and receive so much love, brotherhood, support, and respect. When I look around, most of the members present in this room today are my patrons. But more importantly, most patrons are now my friends. And this friendship and goodwill for me is my lifetime achievement. So thank you very much from the core of my heart. ये लम्हा मेरे लिए यादगार रहेगा. So thank you once again.
Congratulations once again, Mr. Gupta. Our second recipient today, ladies and gentlemen, is a well-known veteran of the tourism sector, the late Badrinath Bajaj. Beginning his career with the American Express, he launched his own company, Perfect Travels and Tours Private Limited, in 1980. Impressed by his professionalism and commitment, he was offered a joint venture from Adventure World of Australia and New Zealand, which led to setting up of Adventure World India Private Limited, and that went on to becoming a name in the travel and tourism industry in the country. Soon he was honored by the Military Academy in Belgium with an esteemed trophy of being the no-problem man for his personalized and qualitative service for their groups, as well as from many other operators, including tour organizers of prestigious cruise liners. He then pioneered a new and exceptional marketing concept of Bajaj Indian homestay programs that provided unique and affordable boutique hospitality experiences, similar to a home away from home, to foreign tourists. Despite the numerous successes, he remained extremely humble and kind-hearted and won many national and international tourism awards. The innumerable and innovative contributions and the life work of the late Badri Bajaj will remain a shining example for all of us to emulate and contribute to the growth of the Indian tourism industry. His towering father-like figure made him an obvious choice for president of Iato, that he further distinguished by being elected as an impartial judge to resolve disputes among its members and within the community later on. Just before the millennium, under his chairmanship of the Iato Transport Committee, several valuable suggestions and ideas were presented to the Dr. Bhurelal Committee on the CNG issue. He even initiated Iato scholarships for students during his chairmanship. A consummate worker, the late Badri Bajaj breathed his last while lecturing in Australia on promoting tourism. Today, in recognition of his tireless services and immense contribution to the tourism industry, Iato is honored to present the Hall of Fame Award to late Badrinath Bajaj at the 37th Iato Annual Convention. On behalf of the entire industry and the Iato community, we are grateful for his contribution and valuable services, and I request again the Honourable Tourism Minister of Odisha, Mr. Patra, and the Minister for Social Welfare, Government of UP, Mr. Arun, to please bestow on him this award. We have with us his son, Mr. Raj Bajaj, who I request to please come up and receive the award on behalf of his father. Congratulations, Mr. Bajaj. May I request you to please say a few words?
Namaste, everyone, and good evening. At the outset, let me start by thanking our very honorable and respected Yogi Ji, even though he isn't here today. But I'm really a big fan of his, so just thought of to personally thank him to start with. And also I would like to thank all the honorable ministers on the dais for all their love, affection, and blessings. Really means a lot to me and my family. First and foremost, I'm really, I remember, the very special, quote of Maharishi Swami Dayanand Saraswati Ji, who said, that it's really a great honor, and a legendary to be born in a legendary family, and especially being in a divine blessings of the parents. I think that really means a lot to me as a true son of my very legendary father. Really, he did a lot during his lifespan. And also, I would like to thank Rini Ji for such gracious words you spoke about my father. I'm deeply touched. Friends, when I started, joining my family business, that was the family-run business of travel, tourism, and hospitality, after having quit my very prosperous engineering career in the Silicon Valley, the very first lesson, which was taught to me by my illustrious father, he said the other definition of tourism is service to humanity. So that was the very first lesson, I was taught when I entered the industry. I vividly remember, when he started with that connotations and the path and the doctrine which we carried on as a family for 42 long years, and now with the third generation carrying forward that mantle, that vision, that dream, in service of our motherland. So that's the kind of spirit we have been born with, and we're carrying on that legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the true submission as our endeavors for the economic growth of our incredible nation. My mother, Mrs. Uma Bajaj, the chairman of our group of companies, would have been immensely delighted to have been here to receive this particular honor in person, but due to her ill health, she couldn't join. But on behalf of the entire Bajaj family and our group of companies, I would like to convey my sincere gratitude and thanks to President Iato, Shri Rajiv Mehra Ji, and the entire EC for having chosen Mr. Badri Bajaj for this great honor, and appreciating his contributions for the Indian tourism industry and Iato in particular. Thank you to each one of you in the industry for your grand support in our tourism journey of over 4 decades and showering infinite love to our family and our team. And before I go, let me reiterate this slogan, often echoed and resonated by my father in many of the forums when he said, "Long live incredible India and long live Iato." That was the spirit, he was born with, and he carried on that legacy. God bless you all. Keep shining the flame of tourism, with your high spirits. And Jai Shri Ram and Vande Mataram. And love you, Dad. Keep showering your blessings from the top. Thank you and love you all. Thank you.
Congratulations and thank you. And we wish both your ventures many more achievements in the years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now to present a few mementos to our honored guests on the dais. And I'd like to request the President of Iato, Mr. Rajiv Mehra, to please present the first two to our honorable ministers. The Minister of Tourism of Odisha, Mr. Ashwini Patra. To the Honorable Minister for Social Welfare, UP Government, Mr. Asim Arun. I'd like to now request the Senior Vice President, Iato, Mr. E.M. Najib, to please present one to the Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, Mr. Arvind Singh. May I now request Mr. Ravi Gosai, the Convention Chairperson, to please present one to Mr. Mukesh Kumar Meshram, the Principal Secretary and DG Tourism. If I could request all the gentlemen on stage to please stand together to take a photograph now. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, will be good to get their smiles become wider. Thank you very much. Please be seated, ladies and gentlemen, and we'd like to now request the Honorary Secretary, Treasurer and Co-Chair of the Iato Annual Convention, Mr. Sunil Mishra, to please propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening, Namaskar. Shri Ashwini Kumar Patra, Minister of Tourism, Government of Odisha. Shri Asim Arun, Minister for Social Welfare, Government of Uttar Pradesh. Shri Rajiv Bansal, Secretary Civil Aviation, Ministry of Civil Aviation, Government of India. Shri Arvind Singh, Secretary Tourism, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. Shri Mukesh Kumar Meshram, Principal Secretary and Director General Tourism, Government of Uttar Pradesh. Officials from various state tourism departments from across the country, members of the media, fellow colleagues from the Iato and the industry, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is my honored privilege to extend a vote of thanks to you all for your gracious presence and blessing us for the success of the convention. We are grateful to Shri Yogi Adityanath, Honorable Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, for his blessings, who could not join us today and will be blessed with his presence on 18 December during the valedictory function. We express our sincere gratitude to Shri Ashwini Kumar Patra, Honorable Tourism Minister of Odisha, for your gracious presence. Thank you very much, sir, for the support being extended to Iato. Thanks to Shri Asim Arun, Minister for Social Welfare, Government of Uttar Pradesh, for your benign presence and blessings the event. We also thank the UP government for all the support being extended to Iato and giving us platform to organize the event in Lucknow. Our sincere thanks to Shri Arvind Singh, Secretary Tourism, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, for being present and joining us here, and also all the support which our ministry is extending to Iato. Your presence is very inspiring and encouraging for all of us. We will have Shri Rajiv Bansal, Secretary Civil Aviation, Government of India, who is present here, and he will be addressing us tomorrow in the business session, Last Mile Connectivity, Air, Rail and Road. Our heartiest thanks to Shri Mukesh Ram Meshram, Principal Secretary and Director General Tourism, Government of Uttar Pradesh, who did a splendid job of coordination and day-to-day supervision to all related activities for our successful operation of convention. And today we could be here in Lucknow because of sincere efforts of Shri Meshram and his team in partnership with our chapter in Uttar Pradesh. Thanks to all senior officials from various state governments for their presence in spite of their busy schedule and supporting the convention. Thanks to Mr. Rakesh Verma, Additional Secretary. Thanks to Maharaj Kumar Laksharaj Singh, Mewad of Udaipur. Thanks to Ministry of Tourism, Government of India for extending full support and by sponsoring the Iato convention. This amplifies how much feeling they have for Iato and value they gave for partnership with Iato. Besides our host state, Uttar Pradesh, and Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, we have 70 more states participating, which are Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Goa, Gujarat, Jammu and Kashmir, Karnataka, Kerala, Ladakh, Manipur, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha, Punjab, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Tripura, and Uttarakhand. I would like to thank you, the above state governments, for their overwhelming support in making this convention a grand success. This shows the importance of Iato and its members in playing pivotal role they are playing in promoting our country. We have several other sponsors and whom we must express our gratitude. Please accept our grateful thanks. During next 2 days, we have planned various sessions on important subjects. We have very quality speakers. Thanks to all the speakers for accepting our request to enlighten our members with their expertise. Hope members will be highly benefited. Thanks to Mr. Sunil Gupta and Mr. Raj Bajaj for accepting prestigious Iato Hall of Fame Award 2022. This gives us pride to present this award to them for their contribution to the tourism. We are really proud for both of them. Thanks to all the invited guests and delegates for joining us here. Thanks to our chapter chairman, Mr. Prateek Hira, coordinating with Uttar Pradesh Tourism and other authorities, for all the arrangements. We are also thankful to all our past presidents who are here present today. Thanks to media members for participating in overwhelming numbers. We hope this convention will get good coverage through their reportings. I will be failing in my duty if I fail to thank you all our chapter chairmen and the executive committee members of Iato for their support to make this convention a big success. Last but not the least, thanks to Iato Secretariat team for doing the work behind the scene to make our convention a big success. Now finally, please join us for dinner. Today's dinner is hosted by Uttar Pradesh Tourism. Have a nice time. Enjoy the convention with this celebration. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sunil Mishra. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for the inaugural ceremony. We'd like to now request you all to please join us for the inaugural of the India Tourism Fair, MART, which is taking place outside. We request the Honorable Secretary, the Honorable Ministers, the Principal Secretary and the DG, and all other Executive Committee members to please move to the MART for the inauguration. A reminder for tomorrow morning, our business sessions will begin at 10 a.m. Please ensure that you are here by 9:30. Tonight's cultural program and dinner is hosted by Uttar Pradesh Tourism Department and Iato. So after